Hi, this is Prometheus, giving you another full game recap of one of my most recent online games. He's playing against RonGizzle79, and he's playing with my beloved Chicago Bears, and I was rolling with the Ravens. I've been progressively trying to get through all the teams. I think I've got through about 22 teams, and I'm starting to play with better high-ranked teams, so it's kind of exciting. I want to apologize to my subscribers. I haven't been able to put a lot of content up recently. I've been doing some traveling with my wife and a lot of different family obligations, and I just really haven't had a chance to get online as much as I want to. So when I make the statement that I'm a casual gamer, I'm a casual gamer. I'm not somebody that plays a lot. I'm lucky to play maybe one or two games, and I don't really get a chance to lab a lot. One of the things we wanted to discuss in this particular gameplay is I just want to talk about some of the frustrations that I have with Madden 25, and really one of the frustrations is the lack of defense and how you can manipulate defenses. Right here on offense, I saw he was putting a lot of purple zones, so what I did is I hooked up the one guy in square route, and I was able to go hit the square with Stokely and able to pick up an easy first down. And I think the thing with defense is really understanding your adjustments and being able to adjust your defenders into different positions to give yourself a fighting chance, because stock defenses are not going to be effective against this. The nano blitzes are gone. You have to essentially blitz 6 to be able to get any kind of heat. Before you could find ways to manipulate the coverages to be able to get blitz in the middle, but really, if you're going to do any kind of a blitz in this game in Madden 25, you really have to sacrifice and basically have no coverage behind it. So this game is just so much more challenging on defense. One of the things I think that when they decided to roll out this game and they got away the ball hawk feature really and toned it down dramatically, that's going to add a really major effect, because at least if you're playing against an opponent with the ball hawk feature, you could really bait them and thinking you're going one way and another, and if the ball got in your area of vicinity, you'd suction cup it. Where now you watch gameplays online, you play online, and it's really hard to get an interception. You can have the ball drop right in your hands and you just don't catch it, and sometimes your opponent will catch it. So this game is just a little bit more difficult to do, and my focus now is going to be on making quicker defensive adjustments, because when I look back at some of the games that I've lost or some of the games I dropped, usually the guys I'm playing against just have a basic hurry-up offense or a vanilla scheme, nothing spectacular, and I just can't get to the adjustments in time. So for me, it's just frustration. It's a frustration that I just don't have enough time, and the only thing that I know that I'm lacking is just the speed of adjustments. So I'm kind of taking the ball in here, and sure enough, he pops me, hit sticks me, gets the ball back. 36 seconds left in the half. You would think this guy would actually go ahead and take a shot, try to get the ball on the field, but didn't really have any kind of success with that at all. This is the play that really kind of saved my ass. Webb actually took this, and he decided to run the clock out. So he took me back at the second half. So, down by 7 points, getting the ball in the second half, the mentality that you have, what are you thinking? Well, what I'm going to try to do is just try to get points on the board. Hopefully I'll get some kind of a stop. But the way this guy was playing, he was playing really unorthodox offense. He didn't seem to have any kind of a set offense. He wasn't running set plays and changing things up. So he was just coming out in different sets, running the ball, passing the ball, and he's actually I had a lot of problems stopping him. I was having a lot of problems stopping him. Much like he was having problems to stop me, he was falling back in a lot of purple zones, a lot of zone coverages, and I was able to go ahead and pick him apart in the holes in coverage. In this particular play, I was able to get right there in a 3-yard line, and I decided to do an inside run, and he looks like Wright got in the middle. Went with a play action play, I had a guy wide open in the end zone, he gets sacked, and I came back on a 4th down, decided to go hit a corner route because corner routes are just so deadly, and I was able to pick up the touchdown. So score's all tied up here, 14-14. So what am I thinking? Okay, all I need is just one stop. Obviously, because he was using Hester, he was able to get some pretty good yardage, but he just seemed to make the right plays. He didn't really have a real complex offense. He forced some balls. That was a play I should have got an interception on. Madden 13 would probably give me an interception. And he just waited for his wide receiver to get open, and he was able to do that. I pulled my guy off like an idiot, gave him another first down. He was able to slice me up the middle for another first down. Got another first down off this with Forte. And it hurts when you're a Bears, when you're a fan of your team and you actually play against your team that you like to use, and they beat you. That's really, really frustrating when that happens. So it was hurting me a little bit to actually playing against my Bears. This is a play which is kind of silly. It had yellow zones up there, but the guys came down, and he was able to go ahead and get the hooks on. So I went ahead and yellowed everybody up. I was able to get some blitzes off the side, and then I decided to go ahead and do some double-edge pressure, and he just got rid of the ball apprehensively really quickly. I was able to get him the 4th and 8, and he took the field goal. So 2 minutes, 30 seconds, plenty of time. It's all about clock management. He's fagging me up on defense. I was able to go ahead and hit a sideline route. Went ahead and ran right up the middle, got a few yards off that. Clock is ticking down. Was able to go ahead and hit Rice underneath. So in this particular play, just hit another underneath route, and you just know that you could just take your time. So I was just trying to milk the clock as much as possible against him because I didn't want to give him a chance to get the ball back. And here is that QB wrap out of the heavy. Could have got a touchdown off that if I just would have picked up my blocks correctly instead of actually doing that. I'm able to hit a crossing route over the middle, and I just started taking the clock down. So I got 18 seconds left, 1 timeout. Able to hit Smith up the middle to the 2-yard, and then I went right back to that one play I did earlier, and I was able to go ahead and pick up the touchdown for the win. So Hail Mary time for this guy. He went ahead and tossed the ball up. Didn't really get anything out of it.